Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. LeBron James was champion with the Lakers in 2020 and fans are wanting to win more championships to match the Boston Celtics. The NBA is full of unexpected events, and if the Lakers don't sign players to be their favorites, their biggest star could leave the Lakers and go to the Golden State Warriors. This would be scary for fans, but if the deal goes through, the Lakers still have Anthony Davis and will receive great players in return who can make the team strong and fight for titles now and the future. Remembering that Jonathan Kuminga, who will come to the Lakers in the package sent by the Warriors, could become a big star. Big trade suggestion: Lakers send LeBron to the Warriors in exchange for 4 players and 2 picks. The NBA trade deadline is right around the corner, and fans can expect to see lots of movement between now and February 6. The Los Angeles Lakers are one of several teams expected to make more moves, as the team could still use a couple more pieces to make them championship contenders. In a wild trade proposal with the Golden State Warriors, the Lakers send their star forward LeBron James to the Bay for a huge return to the Lakers. In return for the future Hall of Famer, the Lakers would receive forward Jonathan Kuminga, small forward Andrew Wiggins, guard Buddy Hield, guard Gary Payton II, and a 2025 first-round pick, top 5 unprotected. As for the Lakers, losing James could be a major blow, but the addition of the Warriors players, plus a protected first-round draft pick could be just what the team needs in order to fully rebuild like they intend to. There's still veteran leadership in Anthony Davis, and lots more reliable options offensively to help the Lakers immediately improve in the West. The Lakers have struggled finding consistency in their offense. James, Davis, and guard Austin Reaves take on the bulk of the scoring, and the help of a few more options could be beneficial for the team. The Lakers have also battled significant injuries this season, with several key players missing time on the floor this season. A trade this massive seems wild initially, but it could be a great idea moving forward for both teams. It could definitely be worth looking into a little further. While the Warriors would be sending out a huge package to the Lakers, the idea of James and Warriors Steph Curry and Draymond Green teaming up rings championship bells in the ears of many. The hype around a potential team-up between Curry and James grew tremendously after the two stars played together in the 2024 Summer Olympics and brought home the gold. LeBron James' strong statement shook the NBA. The Los Angeles Lakers have been on an up-and-down trajectory for the last few weeks. They played some solid basketball at times, and other times, they've looked pretty dull. The Lakers are not playing the worst basketball as things stand, but they are also not playing the best. Still, there is much time left in the season to turn things around, and the hope is the Lakers are not done bolstering their roster. Los Angeles is one of the few teams that could continue to look to make significant roster changes, and Lakers superstar LeBron James may have hinted at that. James was Gojo and Golic's show, and he hinted at possible changes to their identity, which could mean changes to their roster. I think our identity is one defensively. We want to bring physicality to the game. Make teams do something that they do not like to do. And then offensively, we want to share the ball. We're very good when we're up in the high 20s in assist. I feel like have so much more room to improve. We are not the team I believe we're going to be once February and March hit, but I do like our chances. The Lakers are an inconsistent team, and the only way they could possibly improve is through another trade or two. They are a solid team as things stand, but to get to the next level, they clearly need to shake up their roster. James is the team's leader, and although he is 40 years old, he has been stellar this season. In 33 games, James is averaging 23.8 points per game, 7.7 rebounds, 8.8 assists, and 0.8 steals while shooting 50.6% from the field and 38.6% from 3 in 34.9 minutes a game. The Lakers' needs are quite simple. They could use a backup big to take the load off of Anthony Davis in stretches and an upgrade at their two-guard position. There are plenty of players on the trade market they could use on that front, but it all depends on the price of the player. The Lakers have been linked to many players in the past month, but depending on how the trade deadline shakes up, they'll have a realistic shot at only grabbing 2 or maybe even 3 players they heavily desire. Lakers on the edge of making biggest mistake of the LeBron era ahead of NBA trade deadline. The NBA Western Conference is in a tight race even with the playoffs months away. The Los Angeles Lakers are in the middle of the pack as the 6th seed, but they are only 3.5 games out of the 3rd seed. Conversely, they are only 2.5 games ahead of the 12th place San Antonio Spurs. The Lakers can boast that the greatest player of all time is on their roster. Say what you want about the Michael Jordan and LeBron James GOAT debate, each of them can claim the title. That said, James is 40 years old and is no longer the best player in the world, although any team led by him is incredibly dangerous. In an effort to appease him this offseason, the Lakers drafted his son and hired J.J. Redick as the new head coach. In order to bolster the lineup around him, the Lakers traded for Dorian Finney-Smith last month but are a lousy 2-3 after the deal. With James facing the last few seasons of his NBA career, the Lakers need to make a move, and their inability to build a title threat around James is a true failure. Heading into the trade deadline, they must figure out if there's a realistic trade target that could help maximize LeBron's final couple of years in the NBA, wrote Fansided's Michael Sines on Saturday. Something tells me that the move for Dorian Finney-Smith is not the big move that is going to move the needle enough for the team. The Lakers have been linked to Jimmy Butler, Bradley Beal and other high-end talents. If they don't, then James could demand a trade or flee in free agency. Next season, James holds a player option and could test the open market. There has to be another move, Sines continued. If the Lakers aren't able to figure that out, that could end up being the team's biggest mistake of the LeBron era. Anthony Davis is arguably James' best co-star ever, but with an unreliable supporting cast, the Lakers might feel panicked and make a blockbuster move ahead of the February 6 trade deadline. Gabe Vincent offers encouraging Jared Vanderbilt update as Lakers weigh options. Praise from a similarly embattled teammate. The 2023 offseason was meant to be a period during which the Los Angeles Lakers made the leap to champion status. Fresh off of reaching the Western Conference Finals, the Lakers added breakout postseason star Gabe Vincent and former 6th Man of the Year candidate Christian Wood, and re-signed defensive specialist Jared Vanderbilt. Unfortunately, through a season and a half, that trio has appeared in a combined total of 122 games, inevitably destroying the Lakers' best chance at producing a postseason caliber second unit. Vanderbilt and Vincent were expected to create a dynamic defensive duo that helped anchor Los Angeles' efforts on that end of the floor, while Wood projected to offer invaluable offense off the bench. Vincent has managed to play in 32 games in 2024-25, but neither Vanderbilt nor Wood has made their regular season debut. According to Matthew Valento of Lakers Nation, Vincent praised Vanderbilt for how hard he's worked to get back on the court and expressed excitement over his potential return. Vondo has been working very hard, he said. I think all of us have seen his work in passing, whether he's here before us or staying after. I don't have any breaking news for you on that front. But for him, I hope he can get back as soon as possible. I know how difficult it can be to be away from the game and have the game taken from you in that way. So I know that is something that is weighing on him, and I'm sure he's eager to get back and compete. We're absolutely eager to have him. Hell of a player, great teammate. So it'll be great to see him back in uniform. The Lakers have every reason to be enthusiastic about Vanderbilt's return, especially when one considers their defensive shortcomings.